I'm working as hard and as smart as I can to make Relevate the best place in the world for highly productive agents to be, into a nationwide firm that revolutionizes the brokerage industry in a very positive way for agents, for support team members, and of course for buyers and sellers. However, many people have speculated that, in fact, I have some secret hidden motivation behind why I want to accomplish that goal. Allegedly, according to the rumors, this is a motivation I've kept hidden not only from the public, but also from everyone here at Relevate. Okay, it's true, and I think it would be best if I just come clean at this point. It's gonna come out anyway, and it's probably better for me to try to control the narrative. This is a story of corruption, of violence, and of heartbreaking abandonment, the likes of which I honestly never imagined I'd see. This situation I got myself into, it changed me. And I don't think I could ever do it again, at least not the way things are now. It all started with a decision to go to a place the United States government warned me not to go, and it led to a very dangerous night I definitely did not expect. A night that will live with me until the end of my days here in this world, and probably beyond. Hi, I'm Mike Regan, founder and CEO of Relevate Real Estate. I started this company to try to accomplish something very special. It was never about the money, thank goodness. Being a top producing agent for over 10 years had been very good to me and my family. We did the Dave Ramsey Total Money Makeover thing, which I highly recommend for all agents, and we paid off our homes and our cars and got rid of all our debt. At this point, the only thing I really want to spend money on is family vacations with our adult children, Jackson and Julia, until they're too tied down to do it anymore. Then it would be great to travel more with Stacy, but honestly, I remember a sermon I once heard about why having a bucket list in this life shouldn't be a big thing for Christians. Because in heaven, we'll have eternity to see the redeemed versions of all the places we want to go, and it'll be better by far than anything we can see in this life anyway, and that makes sense to me. Until that fateful night I was just talking about, in a place I wasn't supposed to be, I had two main motivations for working to make Relevate a great company. First, we have invented a revolutionary way to do real estate that's much better for productive agents and our support team members, and also for buyers and sellers. And yes, although much of this business system we've developed came out of my brain, I've always known it was actually a gift from God, because all good things come from the Lord. As a result, I feel like I have a big responsibility to make the most of what God gave us here. And I feel that what He gave us is destined to change the entire residential real estate world nationwide. My second motivation is that I love the people here at Relevate, and I'm extremely loyal to them, especially those who strongly believe, as I do, in how special what we have here is, and who want to see our dream happen. I'm a team guy. I don't like doing things by myself. I want to do them with other great people, and my gosh, I'm completely surrounded by just amazingly special people here. I want to achieve our goals together with them, and I want us all to celebrate together when we get there. So those are pretty motivating motivations, and I didn't need any more reason to work as hard and as smart as I can. But then in the middle of, by far, the most dangerous situation I've ever been in my life, someone told me something that just floored me and took my motivation to a level I never imagined. So here's the story of what happened. 4 years ago, Stacy and I were on a cruise, and we met Mick and Marcia. They're Christians, the fun kind, and we are too. We really clicked with them, and we're still friends with them even though they live in Pennsylvania. Between all the fun we had together, they told us about mission trips their family had done to Haiti to volunteer at an orphanage there. I remembered those conversations, and when I got home, I read some books about Haiti and learned that it's been a very unstable nation forever, run mostly by very corrupt leaders who don't care at all about the people there. As a result, Haiti's per capita income is 1/6 of that of their neighbor, the Dominican Republic, and the DR's per capita income isn't real high to begin with. Most disturbing was the fact there are also over 1 million orphans in a country of only 6 million people. This is just a ridiculous situation. This nation is just a couple hours south of Florida, and it's one of the worst places on earth. Little did I know, I was about to find out how bad in person. I thought, my gosh, this is horrible. The people in Haiti, and especially the kids, can't do anything to help themselves. I'd always read in the Bible that we're supposed to help orphans, and wow, we need to help these people somehow. So I talked to the organization Mick and Marcia had worked with when they went to Haiti, and we started donating to them. And that was good. It made me feel like we're doing at least something, but I wanted to go see the situation for myself. both because I know I'm very sheltered here in the US and I thought I should see it in person, but also to make sure that our donation was being used effectively because we've seen our time and money wasted in previous situations. So I called my son Jackson and I asked him if he wanted to go on a quick trip to Haiti with me, and he said, "Sure, Dad, sounds fun." So I started emailing with a young woman on the ground named Amber Hassan, who was with the kids at the orphanage. She told us they had a place for us to stay, and we booked the plane tickets. Shortly after that, before we were supposed to leave, we got a really bad surprise when we found out Stacy had stage 3 colon cancer. So obviously I had to cancel the trip, for now. Mick and Marcia, the people we had met on the cruise, actually came down from Pennsylvania to see us and hug Stacy and pray for Stacy in person. Over the next year, Stacy had 2 surgeries and went through chemotherapy, and now, thank God, she's doing really well. Thank you, Lord, for taking care of her. So a year after we originally planned to go, Jackson and I booked our flights again and landed in Haiti in May 2022. It was so much worse than I had ever imagined. Complete chaos. It turned out that shortly before we arrived, the president had been assassinated by a drug cartel and the vice president had taken over, but he didn't have much support among the people. Meanwhile, 2 huge rival gangs had taken over the 2 sides of the country and were moving in on both sides of Port-au-Prince, the capital of Haiti and the place where 90% of the people live. These gangs make some of their money by kidnapping, and I didn't know this at the time, but just before we arrived, 22 missionaries had just been kidnapped west of the city. Great. I would later see the U.S. State Department advisory about traveling to Haiti. Here is some of what it says. U.S. citizens in Haiti should depart Haiti immediately. Kidnapping is widespread, and victims regularly include U.S. citizens. Kidnappers may use sophisticated planning or take advantage of unplanned opportunities, and even convoys have been attacked. Victims' families have paid thousands of dollars to rescue their family members. Other types of violent crime, often involving the use of firearms such as armed robbery and carjackings against U.S. citizens, are common. Travelers are sometimes followed and violently attacked and robbed shortly after leaving the Port-au-Prince International Airport. The U.S. government is extremely limited in its ability to provide emergency services to U.S. citizens in Haiti. Assistance on site is available only from local authorities, the Haitian National Police, and ambulance services. Prior to our visit, I had no idea things had gotten so bad since Mick and Marcia last had been there with their young children. But I have to say I'm glad I didn't know, because I probably wouldn't have gone and I wouldn't have experienced what happened next. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. The orphanage is in the middle of all this, in the same area that is still under the control of the official government, but there is no control. On the way from the airport to the orphanage, there was a checkpoint where the police were stopping cars. Amber said that half the police are okay and the other half are basically gang members. That was good to hear, so I started thinking, I can't believe we're here, and my son is right behind me in the back seat. We stand out so much, we look completely different from everyone else. And why wouldn't the police and gangs think we were the perfect targets to be kidnapped? I asked Amber if we were safe, and she said, well, there are no guarantees. Things have gotten a lot worse lately, but I'm out on the road several times a week. Well, at least when we can get gas. And I know people who tell me where to go and not go, so far so good. Do you want me to take you back to the airport? I can do that, but everyone has really been looking forward to your visit. And I thought, here's this young woman risking her life every day to help these orphans. The least we can do is visit with them. Thinking about Jackson, though, I also did look at my phone for flights out that day, but there weren't any, so a decision made, we were staying overnight. Amber. She had been on a mission trip in Haiti 15 years earlier and encountered a group of 16 orphaned and malnourished children barely surviving in the mountains, aged 4 to 10. So she decided she was going to stay in Haiti and be their mother. Can you even imagine that? Only Jesus living in her heart could have caused her to make that decision. So the organization that had sponsored her visit to Haiti found the money to rent a home in Port-au-Prince, and she moved herself and all the kids into that home, and she started taking care of them herself. The house is surrounded by a wall that they recently made 3 feet taller, plus barbed wire and a metal gate they only open for as long as it takes to get a vehicle in or out. The house also has a reinforced room to hide in if the worst happens and the gangs show up and do what they do. I was just in awe of her. I honestly didn't know what to say. I told her I couldn't believe how brave she is, and I can't imagine doing what she's doing. And what she said next is my biggest motivation for working as hard and as smart as I can to be successful with Relevate here in the US. She said, "You have no idea how much your donations have meant to us. It literally changed our lives. We were barely struggling by, and then because of what the Lord led you to do, we were able to hire a guard to keep us safe, buy computers so the kids could go to school, and most importantly, pay for my application to adopt the kids so I can hopefully bring them back to the US with me. Without your gifts, we would be in a much more dangerous and difficult situation." Well, that didn't convince me at all that what I had contributed compared in any remote way in the world to what she was doing, but it did tell me that doing my best to run a business in the smartest way possible actually is important, because otherwise we would not have been able to help her and the kids, and that the smarter and better we run the business here, the more we can help more kids who don't have a chance without it. And thinking of what Amber is dealing with 24/7 in Haiti, and me living in extraordinary comfort in America, the least I can do is get up every morning and bust my tail to do my part. Nonetheless, I still couldn't wait to get me and Jackson out of there. And now even more so, because if we got kidnapped, we wouldn't be able to run our business at all, and we wouldn't be able to help anyone. Jackson kept telling me not to worry, but my logic was that we were super obvious targets, and that lots of people would be eager to tell the gangs about us and get paid for the tip. But we did have to stay overnight, and Amber took us to a hostel where groups of missionaries used to stay before it got so dangerous in Haiti. It was a nice place, like a little hotel, but it was empty now except for another young girl from Illinois named Haley. Haley came to Haiti several years ago, just like Amber did, and during her visit, she was told that parents in Haiti who had developmentally disabled children, or really any young children or babies they didn't want, would just put them out on the street or in a dumpster and leave them there. So of course, this little girl Haley decided to stay in Haiti also. Her sponsors raised money to lease a building, and Haley went out on the streets and picked up those children, and she and several people who work with her take care of these kids. Haley's about 90 pounds soaking wet. Not only is she risking her life every day, and she can only guess what the gangs will do when they arrive, and like Amber, she has no normal life. No shopping trips or Starbucks with girlfriends, no dates, no progress toward having her own family and children. She's just devoted to those kids. Her and Amber act like it's no big deal. It's just what they do. That night I didn't sleep. I knew it was possible that someone could have seen us and told the gang where we're staying, and they'd pay off the guard downstairs to let them in and take the Americans, who probably had people back home who would pay a big ransom. We heard gunfire several times at night. Since there's no police on the streets, and none will come if you call, each neighborhood has residents who take turns patrolling at night with their own weapons. Haley told me she had a gun just in case, and they keep 2 big, mostly wild dogs downstairs at night. Haitians don't keep dogs as pets and are mostly afraid of them. I got a big knife out of the kitchen and went up to our rooms and just waited till morning. I kept that knife with me in the truck for the way back to the airport and kept running through situations in my mind and what I would do, although the morning streets were not as crazy. Amber and Haley are my heroes. They have to be the 2 bravest people on earth. They're looking out for helpless children in an extremely dangerous environment, and yet they both have to constantly ask people in America for money just so they can scrape by. That is by far my biggest motivation to make Relevate a great company that provides great value to great real estate agents. Amber and Haley are doing their part in Haiti 24/7. We've got it extremely easy here. The least I can do is work as hard and as smart as I can, so I'll be able to do my part for them while they're giving their lives to do what the Lord has called them to do. Please consider supporting Amber and Haley's work. Your money will be better used by them than in any other way possible. Amber is sponsored by Global Partners, so go to the website, click on Donate, and then on Current Needs, and then on Haiti Rev Home. Please click Other and give as much as you can. Haley is sponsored by DSM International Ministries. On their website, click Haiti, then Haven of Hope, then Learn More, and then click to sponsor 1 or more very needy young children. I promise these will be the best investments you ever make, and when you get to heaven, it will be remembered. So there you go, my deep, dark secret. Scandalous, huh? Actually, it is. There really is evil in this world, and Haiti is full of it. We are so blessed in America to be safe and prosperous with a very stable government and unlimited opportunity to succeed by creating value for others. There are hundreds of millions of people in this world who barely have a chance because of all the evil that surrounds them. The Lord is counting on us to look out for them, and I can't imagine anything more motivating or rewarding in the short term or in the long, eternal term. If you're a real estate agent and you would like to maximize your income to be able to help others, I promise you that if our business system is a fit for how you want to do real estate, you will earn more take-home income here than at any other brokerage, and you'll have a balanced life. If you want to learn more, you can visit our learning center on our website or our YouTube channel, or set up a meeting with me to have some coffee or scotch and talk about real estate and life. The links to do all that are in the description below. See you soon.